I was wondering, because you, like you say that you use the work as a meditation, as a daily practice, and I try to do that too. And I wonder how not to make it into a task, into a chore, like into a have to, because that really ruins it for me.
Yeah, yeah. Whenever I make it into a have to, a task, then I rebel against it and then I stop doing it. That's true of anything that I make into a task. Um, there's a certain amount of discipline that I happen to have that I will keep doing something even if I don't want to. That's also true. But um, the more I push myself, the more I tend to rebel. So the key for me is not to push myself and to find the balance of what is it, how much do I really want to do it? And so that itself is an inquiry. And I may find that I'm really happy with just once a week, or maybe I'm happy with 3 times a week, or maybe I'm happy with once a month. Maybe I just want to go on a retreat once every few years and do the work, for a weekend. And maybe that's my balance. In other words, it's about getting honest with how much do I want to do this, and 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 the more I'm clear on that, then and respect that, then I get excited as the time comes up to coming to do the next piece of work, because that's something that I really want to do, this much, but not more. And so the only thing that stops me from paying attention to that, what my honest desires are the motives with which I do the work.
Mm.
When I do the work to try to save myself or try to fix myself or try to perfect myself or any of those things, um, it adds this extra pressure that I have to do it. Oh my God, I have to do a lot of it because I have to get out of this issue. I have to fix this problem. And it just again adds pressure, and then makes me commit to more than I actually really want to be doing. And I'm not listening to myself anymore. I'm now just going on this drive coming from trying to run away from something or trying to get to something. And
Mm.
so so I love to question my motives for doing the work. I've done a lot of that. I want to get enlightened. I want to be out of, you know, completely angry. I want to like I know the work's so good. I've had these little tastes of how nice it is, and I want more of that freedom. Like I need that, and the more I question my motives for doing the work, the less I'm driven to do the work, and the more I just do it kind of out of habit. And I find
Mm.
that's why I do created this inquiry circle for myself, and there are a bunch of us in there now that do the work on a regular basis. And so I just kind of do it out of habit. It's like I have it in my calendar, and it's the balance that I like. It's just like for me, it's like a half hour every day, and that really works for me. But it's only 5 days a week. I don't do it 7 days a week. And recently, I changed the whole structure in the inquiry circle, where it used to be everybody had to do it 5 days a week, and now I've kind of changed that. Now you can do 3 to 5 times a week, or 1 to 2 times a week, or just spoken work only, maybe once a week. So there's some flexibility, because for me, it's not always the same. And I know for others, it's not always the same. And so to expect that everything just happens on a schedule may not always be, 100% honest. So it's a balance. It's a balance. I love a schedule, and I love checking in to see if my schedule is still working for me. And I love support of other people, doing the work with others. That really keeps me coming back to it. And I don't want to feel like I have to do it with others either. So I don't know. Those are some of my thoughts. What are some of yours?
Uh, yeah, I could really relate to many things you said, and definitely this. I have this huge fear, like, oh my God, if I don't do the work all the time, like I'm not gonna develop, I'm not gonna grow. Like, oh my God, what's gonna happen then? Oh, so it's yeah, it's very frightening.
Yeah,
And I know that life will give me a topic. I know that it happens that when it should. Yeah, I just really want to control, and I do 150% or like to make sure I'm a good girl or yeah,
yeah, yeah.
a good student, even a good student.
I'm the same. Yeah, I was always a good student and always giving 150%, and part of that's just my nature. But there's a turnaround to it too. When it becomes stressful, the turnaround for me is to be a little less perfect.
Be a best student.
Be a bad student.
It sounds like fun, yeah.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, I took it from 5 days a week to just changing it to 3 to 5 times a week. And sometimes I just do 3 times a week. It's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like I'm a bad student, and it's the most freeing thing in the world.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I was talking with someone just yesterday or day before yesterday, I think it was, about this sense of have to do the work. And we are just playing with the idea, like, if the work just disappeared off of the face of the earth today, would there be any problem? We would still be, and my thought was, we'd still be totally fine, because the work is not anything other than, it's nothing. It's just these questions. And when I really pay attention to it, I'm asking these questions of myself anyway. Long before I ever found the work, I was asking, is it true? I was finding turnarounds. I just didn't call them that. I didn't realize that. But I was looking at things and seeing, is there another point of view? So I think that's what we naturally do anyway. It's just that I love the formalized practice of the work, and I love how it holds me in that inquiry, and I love just how it kind of speeds up that process for me. But I love also thinking that it's not necessary, that it's something that I choose to do because I love to do it rather than anything that I have to do. Hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.